Let's skip over some of the newsier stuff. I definitely wanted to bring this up the other day. Comedian Affion Crockett says he's beefing up security on stage after his stand-up show came to this abrupt halt over the weekend when a woman who was quickly labeled a Karen climbed on stage, wanted to let him know that his jokes were offensive. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm going to show you in a second. Crockett was performing Friday at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida, when at some point this woman joined him on stage, of course not invited, and interrupted the show. Unclear what the joke was that triggered her to wander up there, but I have about 60 seconds of what ensued when she got there. It's a little hard to hear. It's from an audience member, but I do have the transcript as well.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I'm a woman.
We know you're a woman. We can tell.
I'm married to a man. But
Good.
you insulted a lot of people tonight.
How? How am I insulting people by talking about sexual matters between adults? I'm talking about consenting adult shit. I have sex. I have sex with women. So me being up here describing my life is insulting to you? Then how can you speak for the whole crowd and tell me that I'm insulting them? Is anybody insulting? Sounds like a resounding yes over here.
I'm trying to get her off stage.
Resounding agreement.
Here comes somebody ushering her off. Yelling Karen.
Are they chanting Karen?
Yes.
See, white people be thinking they can do whatever the fuck they want. Storm the Capitol or storm my goddamn stage.
Do you have any idea what she objected to?
It doesn't say, but that's when the clip started.
Seems like that needs to be part of the story, man. Hey, I got a movie idea, Kyle.
Oh, good.
We're down and out comedians.
Okay.
And we can't get any bookings. The career's long gone and whatever. And we stage a viral moment, right? Where a Karen comes up and it blows up the internet. And all of a sudden, we're Tonight Show and all the bookings go nuts. But at some point, the chick's going to drop a dime on us. Like at some point. Or maybe you find love with her. I'm just trying to think, like, we stage a viral comedic moment and our careers blow up based on that viral moment.
I like that. I don't. It's got no third act. And I'm not going to do this with you, but I will do the other film we talked about.
Well, maybe I'll call my buddy Bill Maher and see if he wants to work with me again.
No, thanks.
Well, don't. You have seen my movies, right, Bill?
Yes. I got 5 minutes into The Hammer.
Favorable notices. Very favorable.
Right. All 2 reviews were thumbs medium up.
No. It's got many reviews. Very favorable.
I did a
lot of nice notices, Bill.
I did a pilot with Affion Crockett, and it was crazy.
Is that him?
Really?
Yeah, it was him and Jamie Foxx did the sketch show, and it was there was no writers except for 2 of Jamie Foxx's friends who just got out of jail, did not know how to write sketches, like did not know. And then all week we'd like have these sketches, and Jamie would come in once a week, and he'd read the script, and he'd go, "Fuck this script," and he'd throw it, and then leave. He'd come with like leather pants and sunglasses, and then the executive producer would be like, "No, you have to do the script." And then we finished, and it was very mediocre. And Fox,
what was it for?
It was for Fox. It was like, and I'm just desperate for this thing to get picked up. I have
what
no
year
money.
Is this?
2010. And so the show's over, it's mediocre, and then Jamie Foxx gets on the mic and he's like, "I told you," saying "I told you" to the executives, and I'm just like, "Please be quiet." And Affion gets the microphone. He goes, "All Fox cares about are their wallets. This show has not been picked up yet."
Right.
I'm standing there like, "Please shut up." And Fox is paying millions of dollars for this thing. They're paying for this huge crowd to be there, keeping them late, waiting for
So it's a live taping, a live studio taping. Oh, man.
And then we go to this after party, and Eric Andre was on the pilot too. We were just like, what did we do? We get into this, Boa, that restaurant. It's really a nice
Santa
restaurant.
Monica? Yeah.
Or it's like West Hollywood. So
there's one in Santa Monica.
Jamie Foxx is standing up, and there's people like eating, probably their big night out. And it's a big table. We got there late, and he's going around the table. "What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite animal?" And everyone's just like, "A cow." I mean, a fox. Like everyone's like scared of him.
Right.
And so then he goes, "What's your second favorite animal?" It's like 20 people he's got to go through. And then he goes, "The first animal is who you think you are. The second animal is who you really are." I told Tom Cruise that, and he was blown away.
Wow.
And then the show didn't get picked up. Anyway, that's my Affion Crockett story.
That's amazing. I have gone through several sources. Nobody knows what the joke is. But he said it's a sex joke between two consenting adults. I have a guess.
Yeah.
A sex joke that would have offended many people about two consenting adults. A gay joke?
I don't know. Here's what I'm starting to realize. Like, first off, if this ever happens, like where the Karen wanders up on stage, you can go, I think there's someone at a Trader Joe's not wearing a mask right up the street. And they go, oh my God.
March right down.
Skedaddle out the door. But there's this thing where, you know, when I was not too long ago, we had like velvet ropes that went around like pictures and statues and museum stuff, and you couldn't cross it. But there was an invisible velvet rope that took place on commercial flights and in Costco's and on stages and stuff where people weren't allowed just to wander into your airspace and start tuning you up, you know?
Yeah. Or people respected the velvet rope. It wasn't just something to climb over and...
Yeah, one more reason to hate COVID, it really removed that invisible rope where people just go like walking along the horse trail. Hey, buddy, where's your mask? Like all of a sudden there's these interactions that never took place before. They're done in the name of health now or something, but there's a woke interaction, which is, oh, this guy's making fun of women. I'll just wander up on stage. And there's this thing where, listen, this ain't a posse and you've not been deputized. Shut the fuck up. Like everyone looks at themselves some sort of ambassador for courage or something or truth or whatever. Everyone's just, maybe it's Twitter. Everyone feels deputized. Like that fella's telling jokes up on, I'm going to walk up there.
Yeah.
Like you're not, we don't need to hear from you.
They see all the other videos too online. It's like
the Twitter example is a good example because when else in history could you just talk to Jeff Goldblum, for example, and be like, "Hey man, you suck," or whatever I disagree with what you said. You're a horrible person. Fill in whatever celebrity. You know what I mean? Like that is very.
Well, I'd fill it in with Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Caitlyn.
Get off my stage, man. I'll kick your ass.
No, I know. You got big hands.
That's right.
I know that.
And shoulders.
Do you still got the parts? I know if I've ever...
Which parts are we talking about here?
The ones you had on the Wheatie box?
Oh, yeah, the Wheatie box. Yeah, those are gone.
Okay, I feel like I turned to Gina for that kind of news. I don't know.
I wasn't using them, you know?
No.
Use it or lose it?
Yeah.
I stopped using it, yeah.
I feel like your nutsack's that way?
Yeah, just sort of tuck it down there.
Gina, does Caitlyn still?
I believe Caitlyn is fully transitioned.
Fully transitioned.
Yeah, baby.
But I mean, you still like racing cars and riding on the desert.
Not so much. It's amazing what you lose interest in when you cut your nutsack off. You just sort of don't care anymore.
You just so no interest in.
Not as much. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea my balls were keeping me interested in cars, but they were.
Well, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Testosterone, baby. Makes you want to fix a carburetor.
I guess it does. I never thought about it.
You got a lot of that, I bet. Seems like it.
Yeah, I do.
All your cars and your big nutsack. And probably
it's
that.
prodigious. Yeah.
Caitlyn, I have a quote from you. I'm wondering if you remember saying this when you went through the final surgery and you said, the surgery was a success. I feel liberated. It's just a penis. It has no special gifts or use for me other than what I've said before, the ability to take a whiz in the woods.
That's right, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Us girls know.
Yeah. I don't know if
it's useless. You can aim a little better, but that's about it.
Yeah,
I can write your name.
Way about
I can still write my name, by the way, when I pee in the snow.
Oh, really?
You gotta really move the feet, though, baby. Right, Gina?
That's
Gina
right.
knows.
That's
Look at
right.
Gina.
That's
She
true.
knows. Look at her smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
knows,
sorry.
baby.
So she walked up. They told her to leave. All right, I have another theory, and I've experienced this when we went down to San Diego not too long ago. But so you guys tell me, she kind of fits the bill. This woman. They're women. Everyone goes to comedy clubs and they drink. Women sometimes go up a couple octaves. They get a little louder when they drink. And the most dangerous person in the crowd was the formerly hot blonde who's now 50 and drunk because they're used to their whole life people were feeding them booze.
Yes.
Like they're from the age of 15 and a half to 43. People are like, you want drinks? I'll get you drinks. Because everyone's like, she's a hot blonde. Let's get her fucking
she'll make
juiced
bad
up.
decisions.
This is going to be great. I'll buy you drinks. I'll give you drinks. And then they got drunk. And then everyone just hangs on every word because they're trying to bang them. At some point, they jump the shark a little bit. They get a little bit older. But when they start drinking, they go back to high school, junior college. And there's the loudest people in the crowd all the time. It's not the chicks that were homely when they were 15. They're quiet at 45. They've had a life of silence.
Right.
Yeah, baby. But the chicks who were hot and aren't hot anymore, but they're drunk, and that'll fill in the hotness. Yes. They're louder than shit out there. Yeah, baby. Right. They're also like after the show, they'll do like, oh, they want to get a picture or something. Like it's like a big deal if they push their side boob against you, and you're like, I'm not into this, and they're like, but they think we're in high school.
It worked once.
Yeah, it worked once.
Multiple times.
It must be weird. Suddenly, that doesn't work anymore. It must feel like a crisis of your identity.
Yeah. Well, it's essentially a superpower.
Yes.
That wears off slowly, like the worst way. Not peeing in a fountain and getting hit by lightning. A superpower where you're at your height of your powers at 19, and every year it just like a battery.
The movie we do.
That's the movie. You just lose. And at some point you're trying to fly, and you're hovering a little bit, but you're not soaring. You know.
Yeah. It's a real slap in the facelift.
Yes, that was the blonde Florida. Probably had.
That's the tagline.
Had her days. Slap in the face.
I know who can star in this. It's the aging beauty.
Yeah, baby.
Well, I hope we can do this one real quick because it's a Simpsons story.
Hold on. Let me hit BetterHelp first,
sure.
and then we'll do a Simpsons story. This podcast sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. We get our cars tuned up to prevent issues down the road. We go to the gym. You go to the doctor if you get disease or injury. Well, what about therapy? It's routine maintenance for your mental health, your wellness. You can prevent bigger issues down the road. BetterHelp, customized online therapy offering video and video phone and even live chat sessions with a therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. Much more affordable than in-person therapy. And you can start communicating with a therapist in under 48 hours. Why invest in everything else and not invest in this important thing that helps you with everything else? It's BetterHelp, right, Dawson?
This podcast is sponsored by
Hey,
BetterHelp.
screwed up again.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Adam Carolla Show listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Carolla. That's BetterHelp.com/Carolla.
All right, Gina, sorry.
Well, a beloved Simpson character is entering into a same-sex relationship on an upcoming episode of the show. Entertainment Weekly reports that in the November 21st episode titled Portrait of a Lackey on Fire, Smithers will enter a relationship with a billionaire fashion designer and America's Got Fabric judge, Michael DeGraff, I imagine a takeoff on Tim Gunn, who's voiced by actor Victor Garber. Now, they already set the scene for this, and you may remember, Brian, and season 27.
President Trump, what do you think about Simpsons going gay?
around.
This doesn't work for me, designers.
Doesn't work for me. That's a great top.
So Homer hosted a bunch of eligible bachelors in this episode from 5 years ago, and I think he ended up with Hank Azaria's character, but it didn't work out.
You have to be gay to do the voice of gay now, right?
Yeah, Victor Garber.
Okay. I don't know. I don't roll that deep with gay actors. I'm not sure who all is gay.
Let's ask the Caddy Daddy.
Oh, right. No, yeah, Caddy Daddy's straight.
Who's Caddy Daddy?
Is he?
It's a character I do who loves shopping, crushing pussy, and gossip.
Is he straight?
Yeah, loves crushing pussy. I love hot ass pussy, and I crush it. Don't you understand?
Well, no, because, I don't know. Well, you know what? Sometimes there's guys from the South. Like you've ever listened to Darrell Waltrip, famous NASCAR driver.
The Southern gentleman.
He's kind of a dandy. You know what I mean? But he's straight. He's straight, but he sounds, I'm from out here.
And he does that character Devin Lenderfist because those are what the Southern guys sound like the Keeping Up with Chrisley, those reality shows.
Yeah,
he's gay though, right?
Not out. He has a wife.
Yeah, and
he dresses
family.
her. I do have a clip, the only clip that's been released so far. Let me set it up a little bit. So Michael DeGraff wants to adopt Mr. Burns' puppy, so he's come to see Smithers, and puppy quickly becomes code for boyfriend.
But first I told him you have some questions about what the puppy's looking for in a companion.
Well, this is an unusual Doberman. Are you prepared for a dog that's sweet? Maybe a little shy, but just wants to give his heart to someone who loves him?
He sounds like a dream come true.
Are the ears clipped?
The puppy's yours, Mr. DeGraff.
Please, it's Michael. This calls for a celebration. Are you free for dinner tonight?
I'm sorry?
You're talented, smart as a whip, and hot in a 1960s Cape Canaveral kind of way. I'd love to take you on a date.
Well, I'd love to say yes.
So here we are.
I don't know if the real Homer Simpsons would be fostering this gay relationship.
5 years ago, we set up eligible bachelors for him. He's
I'm
had a
just saying
turn.
the real version of the donut eating.
The
buffoon.
Carol O'Connor.
Yes. So Trump, now they got the Simpsons. You had Big Bird talking about getting the jab the other week. I just feel like a lot of the
What's with Big
staples.
Bird?
He got vaccinated.
Sesame Street.
He had a
They got
sore
vac-
wing.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, he was trying to get
Terrific.
the kids vaccinated.
They're using that Big Bird
He
to
used the
vaccinate
big-
Called
kids.
Big
No,
Bird.
he's not They're trying to get kids
They
comfortable.
don't need it.
The kids.
Right. Or birds.
Well,
Stop vaccinating birds.
Yeah, okay. But the Simpsons being gay, is that
It's terrible.
it's terrible?
Why would they do this?
I don't. I think they're trying to stay up with the
They're
times.
cartoons. Why are they even doing that?
It's supposed to be a little slice of life.
Have the
Pop
Simpsons
culture.
broached the vaccine thing? Because that feels like topical.
Not to my
Ooh, what if they
knowledge.
called it the Trump vaccine?
Okay, I'm listening now. Trump is listening. Interested?
All right, let's bring it home, Gina Grad.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
Yeah, baby.
Gina. That was the news with Gina Grad.
Well, last but not least, there's Live by Live music, events, news, podcast, comedy, and more, and all on one app, Live by Live, and you can check it out at livebylive.com. Best in podcasts and news and music, and you can watch it on you can watch all the major music festivals and comedy and sports, very exclusive concerts, all just $3.99 a month. Live by Live, go there today, and you can try it out 7 days free. That is livexlive.com/Adam. Kyle Dunnigan, everybody.
Baby. Yeah, baby.
KyleDunniganComedy.com is where you go for all the tickets. He's heading to the east, coming to a town near you. Abel Ferrara, Zeros and Ones, going to be coming out this Friday, so look out for that. I got live shows everywhere. You can go to AdamCarolla.com for that and check out a bunch of free content on our Pluto TV channel, 687. Going Racing, new episodes are on there, so it's kind of fun travel log show if you like cars. And until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Abel and Kyle and Gina and Bald saying mahalo. The following Sunday, he will be laying in state. You will kill Joe Biden. You throw a Hirachi at Joe Biden. And again, I'm sorry. It's kind of your expense, man.
It's a good joke. Hey man, did you shit my pants or did I? Who did this?
I'm pretty sure they're your pants, right?
Come on, jury's out.
All
Let's
right.
play some tomatoes.
All right.